Hello everyone, it's Michelle from Gypsy Insights. This is a different kind of tarot reading. It's not dependent on your sign or element. If you are guided to this reading, you'll know if it is meant for you. And I'd really appreciate it if you would like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this new, different kind of tarot reading. Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. Thank you for joining us. My name is Michelle.
And my name is Richard.
We'll be doing a he said, she said type of reading today. A little bit different because it's situational tarot, which means it's not sign dependent. So please keep that in mind. It's more general energies. And if this one doesn't resonate with you, then please check out the Soulful Repair playlist on my channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle, and there you'll find the other readings, and they may resonate more with your particular situation. Okay, let's get started. Wake up. It's your moment. I love this card. It's very much a symbol of strength. I see it as that. There's a feeling around this card about being very present and fully engaged with what is happening around you. Being assertive, despite a normally gentle nature. And telling your story, making your moment count. Sharing with others who are ready to listen. So here it's a symbol of being fully in the moment and sharing with others your story in a way that is quite bold. Now Richard has pulled the energy of the other side here, and this is the card of AWAKEN.
So this could be you or somebody around you, but this is the archetypal exhibitionist of Greek origin, and there's an energy of the dangers of grandiose behavior around this card.
Okay, let's take a look. I've already meditated on the energy. So we'll cut the cards here, doing a horseshoe type of reading. So we'll start with past energy, present energy, the near future, advice or best path to follow, what's happening around you in the environment that's affecting your current situation, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about, or the overall energy.
Right, past, present, future, advice, environment, hopes and fears, outcome, and overall energy of this reading.
Right in the center here, we have the Five of Pentacles. So the feeling of lack, not having what you need. What I would prefer to see there, of course, is something that shows that sense of feeling like you have enough, maybe even more than what you need. But right now there's a sense here of a poverty mindset when it comes to what is lacking, a focus on what is lacking or missing in your life, rather than focusing on what you currently have, being in the moment and enjoying those things.
Overall energy for this reading, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is a funny card. I mean, it can either be a situation where somebody is willing to be less focused on winning, or it could be an exacerbation of that feeling. So I'm going to wait and see what the other cards say before I determine which way this card is going.
Okay. In the past, we've got the Four of Wands. So it's missing a home situation, a stable home life. Now this could be a family, a place, a relationship. It could even be a home, an actual house. So I get the sense here that it's missing that. It's missing what once was this stable home life.
In the past, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, so this symbolizes a breakup, and I'm beginning to think now this is an exacerbation of the need to win after a breakup.
Okay, now in the current energy we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is what I mean by what you currently have, focusing on what you have, which is an opportunity to have emotional fulfillment in your life, rather than a situation where focusing on what was lost or what was left behind or abandoned here. There is a need to turn around, if you will, if you see these people kind of walking away from this Ace of Cups, I need to turn around here and look at what still is available to you. That opportunity to have love, a feeling of a feeling of having more love in your life, which is lovely.
In the present energy, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and that is in the upright. So there's now a situation where there was a breakup, but now there's this person here is single, and they seem to be doing okay. I mean, they're in the upright. The perspective is fine. So it's a situation of having enough, right? It's actually kind of the opposite, really, of the Five of Pentacles, where one's focusing on something that's lacking. Here, it's just being comfortable and having enough, right?
Yeah, it's really nice energy, actually. Now, in the near future, we've got the Magician in reverse. So there is a feeling here of not feeling like you can get something going. And I'm wondering why, because there's this brilliant opportunity here with this Ace of Cups. So why is there this feeling of lack? And with this card of waking up, being very in the moment, enjoying the moment, and having fun in the moment, there's a feeling around this of, I actually pick it up as some kind of something beneath the surface. Something going on beneath the surface. Now, it may be something that you become aware of, but it may not be. Some kind of trickiness. That Five of Swords in reverse there just speaks to me of perhaps somebody doing something that you're unaware of. Underhanded tactics, maybe slander. Maybe somebody is just looking in. Maybe you're that Nine of Pentacles there, and you're actually, this person is looking at you and thinking that you're doing quite well, and maybe they want to do something about that. Okay.
So looking over here at the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's very lazy energy. It's not wanting to work, not wanting to put the work in.
Yeah, let's have a look and see what the advice is. Best path to follow. The Knight of Wands is all about you being in that moment and taking advantage of every opportunity available to you. Moving forward with that strength, courage, bravery, really getting something going in your life. I do feel it's connected to that Nine of Pentacles, and there may be an energy that now someone feels like they're either missing out because you're doing well. It may have been a situation where you either walked away from them or they walked away from you in the past, and now they're seeing what is going well in your life, and it doesn't seem like they're thinking nice things about that.
All right, looking over here at the advice, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse.
Difficult energy, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get a clarifier on that. Queen of Swords in the reverse as advice. Yeah, usually when this card comes up as advice, I'm thinking that it's about having bitterness and disappointment and needing to do something about it.
Yeah.
Anger, disappointment, bitterness.
Yeah.
And then turning that around. I mean, I said over here that this Five of Swords here, that kind of does engender those kinds of properties. And you just need to win, and then anger and bitterness on top of that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's in the reverse as an exacerbation.
Yeah, I feel like somebody's having their moment. Their moment in the sun, if you will. Things are going really well for you, and you may even be somebody who's working in the limelight itself. For some of you, that's the case. So you're in your moment, you're in your element. But I think the other person down there is not particularly looking in at this and thinking, oh, good for him or her, that kind of feeling.
So we've got the Hierophant, and as advice, it's about seeking advice from people who know what they're talking about in relation to, I think it's in relation to these kinds of feelings that might be being had by this person.
Yeah. Oftentimes if we're doing really well, this is when exes come back, or this is when people come into our life thinking, well, I'd like to have a bit of a share in that, because they seem to be doing quite well for themselves, and you become more attractive, I think, the more successful you become. And that's what I think that Nine of Pentacles is. They're looking in at that thinking, oh wow, that person is doing really well for themselves. I do feel that in the past there was a breakup around this individual, but it seems to me like that person down there is suffering through some kind of moment in their life. Could be a midlife crisis or some kind of quarter life crisis, 3/4 life crisis. Really doesn't matter what age. But it's that feeling of discontent.
And that's in the future, though. I mean, at the present time, I think they have sufficient.
Well, I think that's them looking in at this person.
Okay.
I do get that sense. And they're thinking to themselves, well, I'm not really happy with the way my life is going, but that other person seems to be doing really well.
It might be an opportunity for me not to have to work for the things I need.
Possibly that, or it could actually just be someone going through a life crisis.
Right.
Where they're not certain what to do with their own life. And the reason why I say that is because with the Hierophant there as needing guidance, counsel, and I do feel with that Queen of Swords in reverse there, it's possibly an air sign, male or female, who is wanting to make some kind of decision. I pick it up as a decision, but they're having difficulty separating some harsh emotions or negative emotions from making this decision, and that's why they're needing this guidance. But you, I think, and I feel that I'm speaking to the person here that's doing quite well, but you could be vice versa. The focus for you is on moving ahead. Keep doing what you're doing and not focusing on this feeling of lack, which I still am not sure exactly what this is about, because it seems to me that for the most part here you're having your moment, to shine. Now this is external energy, so I feel that it is this other person here, this Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like the other person is kind of down. You're on your way up. This other person is on their way down. Now I do think in the past there was someone with a lot of hubris. They were quite ego-centered. This again is a very ego energy card. Could be a narcissist as well. Five of Swords energy there, especially with this grandiose kind of energy. But at the moment they're not doing so hot. And I think when it comes to how they're feeling in life, maybe even in health for some, depending on their age, there is a loss of energy and a very low vitality in general. While you're on your way up, they're kind of meeting you here on their way down, and they're kind of seeing you succeed, and them they have this feeling of not having that success, where once I think they did. Once I think their ego was quite pumped up really high, but now they're down here. So there's this feeling of, oh, what happened? They think that should have been their their life. Yeah,
Sorry,
No, it's okay. Yeah.
All right. So looking over here in the environment, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So, I'm really beginning to think that this person was involved with this person. What they're seeing is you getting over a heartache. A heartache, I think they actually they actually caused by breaking up.
Let's take a look and see what the hopes and fears are here. 5 of Wands. Well, you're fearing not being at peace. You don't want to have any kind of conflict with this individual. You want to keep things temperate, even, balanced. You don't want to be fighting with them. And you definitely don't want to feel like you're competing with them for your who's better, you know, who's having the more success. You just really want to focus on being successful in your own right without that kind of need for someone there who feels like they need to compete with you because they're seeing you succeed.
But when I look at this Arachne card with hubris, one of the things it talks about in the description are the dangers of braggadocio, of boasting excessively.
Yeah.
I mean, not just about saying. I mean, just making grandiose claims. I think about what your situation is truly like, and I can see this as being a fear of getting into that kind of
one-upmanship.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And that's where I think this card is going. So let's take a look over here at hopes and fears for this person. We have the Knight of Swords. So it's about the ability to be able to take action. And I get the sense this person at the moment is feeling that lack of vitality, and this is their hope, is that they'll be able to take some sort of action to get themselves out of this lack of vitality.
Let's have a look at the outcome here. The World in reverse. So with this one here, a lack of a successful completion. So it seems like there is some unfinished business here that needs to be tended to. It seems to revolve around this feeling of lack. And this will become clearer, I think, in the extended version once we start clarifying all these cards here about what exactly this is in terms of why you're feeling this lack, why you're feeling that something can't be closed out, a lack of... I feel like it was something that happened in the past there with that Two of Cups in reverse where there was not real closure to something, so it's just kind of something that's been there in the background.
And there's been this thought of lack of what happened after that breakup.
Yeah.
And missing this
Four of Wands energy. I do think that it may have been a marriage. I feel like it was a stable energy. You were living with that person. It was very much a stable energy, and that's the thing that you're missing. So it seems like there's still something to be sorted out between you two.
All right, so looking over here at the outcome, we have the Lovers in reverse. So it's about... I don't think this is about reconciliation at all. No, I think it's about perhaps having a discussion to truly close something out.
Right. Yeah. It's a decision that needs to be made, but one that doesn't seem to be being made presently. Maybe why that person needs to get counsel, the Hierophant down there, in order to see the best way forward here, that you can both either move on from this or reconcile, whichever way this is going to go. Nevertheless, there's something that needs to be completed out here, some kind of old cycle here that's leading to, I don't know, I get a sense here that it's an inability for you to appreciate this Ace of Cups energy around you.
What you have now, all the good things. Yeah, that's the thing. It's about gratitude, really.
Yeah.
And gratitude is really defined as being happy about what you have in the moment. Whereas this kind of energy is about hankering over what's been lost.
Yeah, or wanting something more in your life. Yeah. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. I hope that you join us there. The link will be below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. If this is resonating, please join us in part 2. If it's not, then please check out the other Soulful Repair readings. Those are available on my channel under the Soulful Repair playlist. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can email gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. So wishing you the best here, guys. See you in part 2.
Thank you. Goodbye and good luck.